All right, folks. We started heavy with Jaden Newman for the Southeast First little series I'm doing on my YouTube. It was natural. It was like, yeah, dude, I got Jaden first, which I mean, of course, right? Numero uno had to have him first. And now we've got his tag team partner. We have never lost the IWTV tag belts, by the way. Just want to throw that out there to y'all.
We're still
Never lost.
champs. We're still
Still
champs.
champs.
Still champs.
And of course, Jaden was your trainer.
Yes.
And I don't think I'm stepping out of bounds. One of your best friends of the world. So
No, not at all. He is my best friend.
yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
not stepping out of bounds there. No.
You are also the 2025 SCI winner,
I was that.
2024 Futures winner.
I was that.
And then I love how the first thing you said when you won SCI was right away you look at Matt Griffin and Scott and you're like, aren't we the only people that are like tag team like champs and done this? And I'm like, that is just you in a nutshell. Like,
Dude, it's crazy because like I'm trying to like in that moment I was like, damn, this is cool. Like we're world tag champs. We're both SCI winners. Are we just untouchable right now? I don't know. I
yeah,
mean,
dude. Of course, we're Jamesen Shook, by the way. That's what I was getting at. Jamesen Shook with
yes.
us. The man, the myth, the legend. You already are, man. It's crazy to think about. I was going through your cage match. I was like, damn, this seems wrong. There's not a lot of shit at Jameson. And I'm like, nope, that fucking tracks. You broke in like what, late 2022?
That was my first match was in December of 22, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought I saw. So when did you start training?
September of 22.
Damn.
September and then thrown right into the wolves December. And then it's literally I say thrown to the wolves like it's something I ain't used to. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but I've been thrown to the wolves a lot recently.
Yes,
But
you
I'm loving
have.
it. I love this. Like I love these sink or swim moments if I can use that.
Yeah,
These
man.
sink or swim moments that I have to deal with. And I love being under pressure. It's literally one of my favorite things ever. I love being under pressure.
It's clear because not only were you, you're going up on 4 years in the business, you went, hey, I've had, my taste of wrestling. Let's just jump into promoting too. Let's just make the fucking plate even higher.
What a
Yeah,
horrible mistake that was. That was such a bad idea.
dude,
But
and you did it like not even 2 years of the business. It's
and I
insane.
had to wrestle Tremont in a death match on the first one.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going and going. It was the Tremont death match, and then it was the match with the scaffold with Tommy Vendetta, and then it was the death match with Murdoch. Then it was the exploding cage.
Yeah.
Now it's the elevation death match. That's gonna be fun.
Bro, you are like the most like DIY. Let's fucking go. Like, I don't think anything someone pitches to you is going to be a no. Like I think at least you're going to be like, let's see if we can make it this as well.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever said no to a bad idea.
There's not a lot of bad ideas going around TWE and all that, man.
I don't think I've ever said no. I
I can't
say they're
imagine.
going to try to take advantage of that so fast now that I've said that.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, hey, Davidson doesn't say no, so we'll just do it. Like, no, please don't do that. But I have an idea. Let's just blow up the building. I mean, that was my fault. But
Yeah, Jaden was like, I don't know how the fuck we did that.
I have no idea how, if I can just say this, I don't know how we're still in that building after that.
Well, actually, Jaden kind of basically was like, we're cool with the city. And they just sort of go, we'll deal with it later if we need to, and
The
that's
city,
how it needs to be.
they do like us. But, I mean, no one was hurt. No one was hurt during the
Mm-mm.
match. Not a fan, which surprised me the most. I thought some jackass was just gonna run up to the cage and be like, "It's gonna explode," and then set off the explosion. But he didn't,
No.
and it was awesome. I loved it.
Oh God, I loved it too, man. I was like, this is exactly what I wanted ECW to end up doing. Like this is what I wish they would have went to instead of
So
whatever
like
they did.
when, oh my god, I haven't even made a group chat for my next show. I just realized that. It's fine. I normally make one months in advance, and I haven't even done that yet. That literally just reminded me. But when I run these shows and I'm talking to the boys and the girls, being like, "Hey, I want this, 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 and this," I normally tell them like, "Hey, this is ECW. Just do what you want when it comes to matches." So, but I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. It's the CTE is really killing me right now. But like,
Those 4 years, buddy.
not even.
Exactly.
the this show is cool because every match is a different stipulation. Like they all have their own stipulation, and they're all different. Like the four matches that have been announced, you got the bull rope / boards of death, elevation death match, boot scooting death match, which I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that. And then fans bring the weapons. Like, come on. The
Oh
fifth
man,
match, I don't know when I'm announcing it, but probably soon. But
it's gonna be fucking nuts, like all the other ones you've already announced. So that's a spoiler. Boot scooting, bro. Come on now, some Brooks and Dunn.
yes,
I fuck with
it's
that. I
awesome.
fuck with that heavy, man.
Have you seen
Uh,
the boot scooting matches?
no.
Oh,
So
dude. So, boot scooting boogies are hardcore matches, and it starts with the song. It's a New Jack match. It starts with boot scooting boogie,
hell yeah.
and then it just peels off into other country songs, and it gets pretty insane pretty quick. It's kind of bunkhouse, but it's the music video for a bunkhouse match. That's how I look at it, and it's awesome.
Bro, I'm all in, and I also will throw a suggestion out on that when it just goes to shit. Maybe Amarillo by morning.
It
Throw that in
could.
there.
Hey,
Little ambience at the end, maybe.
I'm in on that. Sean Campbell wants to make the playlist. I will give that
Okay.
suggestion to Sean Campbell.
Damn, bro, that's actually a genius idea. That's what a fucking a bunkhouse match should have been. You know, like
Yes.
play some Willie, play some Waylon. They should have just been killing each other to that shit, man. So you break in, and Jaden had a great story about your initial day,
Oh, was the
and
Irish accent story?
yeah,
Oh, dude, I forget I do that every day. Like every day that comes to mind, I think to myself, "Why'd you believe me?"
right, because
Like
he's so
what?
nice. He's so nice, man. He just, he feels like a guy that, is gonna be like, all right, bro, like, okay, that's you. And then if he finds out that you're full of shit, he's just gonna be like, hey, come on, maybe don't do that.
Oh, dude, dude, I got his ass so good. Like I got his ass.
Are you really from Ireland, bro? You could have. Wow.
I said, hell no. I
Fuck no.
said, hell no.
You're like, nah, I'm from these parts, bro. That was a great story though, and I even told him though in hindsight, and now bro, you dodged a bullet though. You imagine some of these old carny motherfuckers that were
Bro.
just like out to steal some money and like, I mean, it's clear you're a tough guy, but like, bro, somebody like has the advantage on you. Fucking, bro, that could have been ugly. Thank God for Jaden Newman's at the end of the day. What I'm
Dude,
getting at.
that we literally talk about it a lot is we don't want to shelter the kids at TWE because sometimes there are shows you just have to do because you got to get thick skin. And that's unfortunate, but you got to do them sometimes. I'm not going to promote those shows, but I mean, unfortunately, you have to do at least one. You don't have to do them every single week, but you got to do one. You have to experience why TWE is just so much better and why TWE you're truly blessed. You have to experience it.
Yeah.
There was for a while I was on my little run doing a certain show, and I think I met this guy. This is the most southeast thing ever. I met this guy at a county fair where I wrestled, and
I love
kind
it.
of just came up to me and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna bring you in." I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool, bring me in. I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't really get it, but brings me in, puts the world title on me like my second week there. The fans,
Of course.
he just every slur I've ever heard, some I've never heard, and like I, I don't know, man. Like God, it was. I
Yeah.
never wanted to just punch promoters in the face so hard and fans, but I kept my cool. I lost the belt in the 3-way where I wasn't pinned, and I just left.
Tremendous. You couldn't have got out of there more scot free, dude.
I wasn't pinned and then just left.
God, it's unbelievable, man. That's again, people think that the old way of doing shit is just gone. Brother, go to the South.
Dude, it's still
It
there.
is alive and well.
It's
Uh,
alive. All the good parts are alive, but unfortunately, so are the bad parts, which really sucks. But I mean, at the same time, at least we got the good. You know what I mean?
thank
So
God. Yeah, I mean, thank God too. You're in a place where you got action, you got TWE, you got I'm trying to think anyone New South,
new
which oh
stuff.
my God, tremendous, you know. So just those alone, you're doing pretty well for yourself. And then of course someone like you travel, you know. So
Oh God,
not a problem.
dude, I just it's kind of dawned on me like the stupid travel stuff I have to do soon, and I'm not happy about it.
Oh,
But
dude.
but at the same time, it's like literally that's 80% of the job. So I mean, I kind of have to be excited about it.
Yeah, man.
But I'm never gonna be like, you know what? F that big show. I don't want to travel. No, I'm gonna travel. Like, come on, I'm not dumb. But
Yeah.
um, I got literally tomorrow night. I'll leave for St. Louis for GCW.
Yeah.
Have to drive all the way back. Wrestle. I completely forgot about this. I have to wrestle at Action on Sunday. So
Jesus.
I'm gonna be all cut up for me and Matt wrestling at a bar at 7 p.m. in Georgia, Southeast. Um, and
Uh-huh.
then the day after, I have a student show that I'm wrestling on because stupid me. Before I'd even known I was booked for this death match against Matt, I said, you know what? I'll wrestle this guy. Yeah, I'll wrestle you in 2 weeks, dude. I said, put us down. We'll have a good match. And then the match drops with me and Matt. And I said, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake.
Bleeding everywhere, bro. At least you don't have to do like Jeffersonville Arena where they have no
Oh,
blood and all the deathmatch guys get booked anyway. What kind of
I
stupidity,
saw
man?
the Rumble thing.
Yeah.
I saw the Rumble they did recently, and they're just, yeah, y'all can't bleed here, but here comes John Wayne for this Rumble.
Yeah. All the
It's one of
deathmatch
the funniest
guys.
things, dude.
It's amazing, bro. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
awesome.
you're everywhere. Like I see more and more people bringing up Jamesen Shook, and it's always cool for me because like I feel like I mean, I really dove deep into the independents like last year.
Yeah.
Again, like I'm an older guy, I'm 37, I've been kind of in and out, and it felt like that was when I kind of started having my shit together and was even cognizant enough to pay attention to shit, I'll put it that way. uh and like so I saw you in action first, so like that was my first look on you.
What,
Yeah, it's funny.
what was the match? Do you remember?
God, I can't remember, man. It was probably well, if I can literally find it. Thank God you have the kind of career at this point where I can pinpoint, because I had gotten IWTV and it was one of those things where sorry, IWTV, I totally forgot I had it for like a year. And I was watching other shit, how like I can't imagine how you have to be. Like you get just dialed in on shit and you're like, "Oh fuck, I totally forgot about this promotion over here. Like what am I doing?"
I do
That's
that a lot, but then I have this really dumb memory where I can just, you tell me what match it was, I can tell you what gear I wore, I can tell you certain spots in that match, I can tell you
yeah.
like, literally everything, but I couldn't tell you what I just ate for dinner maybe 20 minutes. I couldn't tell you.
Trying to see what the hell this was because it wasn't even Jameson tagging. That's the funny part too.
It
Like I
was me
found
and
that
Jaden,
out later. Huh?
it was me and Jaden tagging.
No, that's what I mean. I didn't even know you were a tag. Wait, oh, I think I found it. I believe. Yeah, this is it. It was a four-way match.
Oh,
You,
me, Grayson Pierce, Bobby Flacco, and Casey Owens.
yes, that was the
I took
match.
the double stop from Flock. Yeah, I remember that match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and immediately I was like, "Fucking action's sick." Right, and you guys are sick, and like little did I know that whole match is just all the like young guns coming up in the scene. So
Yeah, that was. I remember that. Yeah, that was a fun little
good
match.
one.
I remember that. That was a little fun match.
One a little over six. By
That's,
the way, let's normalize shorter matches, guys. Overall,
please,
come on.
please.
What are we doing, dude? It's
I love.
crazy.
I love booking student shows because I can just look at those guys and go, "Hey, give me the best 5 minute match you've ever had in your life."
I bet it rules way more than those 20-minute TV fucking
Ah, they're way
drag-alongs.
better. They're way
They're
better.
better.
Like,
Yeah,
I know
man.
wrestling was so much shorter now. It's not. It's so long. And good night.
Yeah. I
Jesus.
mean, no one wants to be at a show either for like 3 to 5 fucking hours, man. I'm sorry. Like my favorite indies are like the indies, like of course, like the New South Haas thing. That's a whole different conversation because you got
Well,
so
that's
much
like,
move.
yeah, that's one of the biggest tournaments in the South. Like, that's
Yeah. But like a tight hour 45, hour 50. Oh, dude. I'll put them over right here. Boom in Vancouver. They dropped a full show on their like member thing on YouTube. Hour 54. I was like, oh, that's literally everything breathes. Love
I
it.
know the last TWE show because I wasn't there. I was at New South. I looked at it on IWTV. It said hour and 34 minutes. I said, "Woo!" I
Yeah.
love it. And the
I
last
think
show,
I
I think in total might also run an hour and a half.
yeah.
I'm so happy, and the show was like really fun. So,
You
who
can get
cares?
it all in, man. 90 minutes, you can get it all in. You really can.
I wish I did
Um,
that because like I look at the run times on my shows. I go, who? I go, why? Who allowed me to do this? Who put a pin in my hand? Oh, I did.
yeah. And I would imagine Jaden went, yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Dude, I will never forget. Did he tell? Did Jaden ever talk about the exploding cage?
Yeah, a little bit.
He thought I was kidding when I
Yes,
talked
he
about
did
it.
say that.
He thought I was kidding. And in hindsight, like originally I was like, why would you think I'm kidding? But then like thinking back on it, I'm like, someone you trained who is just over 3 years into the business just looked at you and said, hey, I'm blowing up a cage in this. I'm gonna blow up a cage in here. He
Yeah.
goes, yeah, you're gonna blow up a cage, all right. And then he saw the graphic drop. He said, no, wait a minute. He said, wait,
Yep.
I didn't think you were serious. God, that was so funny. Oh, I love doing that to him.
And then he was like, we'll make it work. And he even was said it himself. He's like, I think he kind of freaked out and was like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
Who,
And you
Jaden
did,
did
man.
or I did?
Yeah, that he was like, he didn't say it, but the way that he had kind of said it was like he almost like got from you that like you were nervous he was gonna like be mad or something. And
Oh,
you know,
so when I originally told him, it was kind of those things where it was like, have regular shows like a great example of it. Mordecai would go up to Benson and he'd be like, "Oh, hey Benson, what's going on? Can I borrow the cart?" Like it'd be stuff like
yeah,
that. Like it would literally be like, "Hey Jaden, what's going on? I'm blowing up a cage in your building. How's it going, dude?" And I just remember telling him multiple. Like I remember sending the graphic to a group chat that me and him were in. I remember sending it, and then literally just it was a 2-word response. It's my favorite Jaden Newman response ever. It just says, "Oh fuck."
that's tremendous, man. Because I can hear it in his voice now. That's so funny. Oh fuck, you did it,
That's when
bro.
he knew I was serious.
But I mean, it made a lot of sense though when I've gone back and looked at your stuff. I mean, I believe is the first Matt Tremont match is the August, your first show, the Good for You show.
Yes, that was my first professional death match. I had done stuff in the backyard, which that doesn't count. But um, that was my first actual like I'm going all in death match in pro wrestling, and that was super fun.
It was so good, man.
That God, and then I did the tournament.
Yep.
That was a weird week, that tournament week, because the week before I wrestled Aaron Wade in a death match. And I remember he had just got this new tattoo, and he was like, I can't get it. He wore like the plastic wrapping, taped it all up, wore my shooter sleeve over his arm, so he made sure it didn't get cut. Meanwhile, I'm just here like, like arms
Kill
all
me.
exposed. I wore a shirt for that one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunately I've worn a shirt a lot recently. That's got to stop. I got to stop wearing a shirt, but I really
You're
don't.
hey, you're just, you know what you can say it is now? You're like you're going through a transformation of your shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
My
Trying to
transformation
figure.
was I got impaled in a match once, and I said, you know what, maybe no more of that.
Oh yeah,
And then I'm back, and I go, you know what, maybe more impalements, maybe more of that, please.
maybe. Yeah, dude, you are like gung ho as fuck. I look at you very much like I do Anakin Murphy in the sense that you two can go in the ring just a match, but like I feel like you're so in your element in a death match. Like that is
Oh
like
yeah.
your fucking jam. And I get the idea that it's the same with him, you know. It's like you guys I know because Dylan Hale said it on commentary that you specifically grew up really enjoying deathmatch wrestling. Like what drew you to that?
I think the person that kind of drew me the most was JC Bailey. Um, because I mean, kind of like me and Anakin, he was very good at both. Very good
Yes.
at both. And then there was also like the Danny Havocs of the world, the Scotty Vortexes of the world, like the Drake Youngers of the world. That era of the and Nick Gages of the world, honestly, like and the Justice Paynes. God, okay, that era of like
Yeah.
match wrestling
Mm-hmm.
will probably never be touched because that era of deathmatch guys were such like good deathmatch wrestlers, but very good pro wrestlers too. Like
Absolutely.
there were like some sprinkled in there that it was like, okay, one or the other. You know what I mean? But like there were so many guys and girls back then who could
Oh,
just do both. And it was that time will never be touched ever again. Um I was just like so I remember when I went to CZW and I wore like the neon green pants against Eric Dillinger. And
mhm.
I just remember everyone in the back going like, "Oh, he's got the Mondo pants." And I literally looked at one guy and said, "Fuck you, these are JC Bailey pants." And then it was off to the races from there.
Hell yeah.
I think it's gonna sound so stupid, but it was the pants that kind of drew me in for JC Bailey because I was like, dude, he looks sick. Like that's awesome. And then I
I love
started
it.
watching more JC Bailey, and I was like, dude, JC Bailey's like a great wrestler. And then I started digging more, and then there's Ring of Honor. Oh, there's Steen and Generico. Jimmy Rave, holy shit! Like the Embassy, this is awesome. Like
Dude, Jimmy Rave. I
that's it all, dude. That's for me. That's top two wrestler ever. Like Jimmy
yeah.
Rave is so good.
It's sad because I mean, like I had mentioned, you know, I'm an older dude. Well, not older, but I'm in my late 30s. So like I was all over the Jimmy Rave era. But he was just one of those guys that for whatever reason I just kind of didn't take in his shit enough until sadly he passed. And now I look at all of his shit and I'm like, oh my God, this guy was on a whole other level with psychology. And he also like people want to act like he was just like a good wrestler and like no bro like balled the fuck out, man.
Dude,
He did some
so
crazy shit.
he was so good.
Yeah,
The steel cage match with him and Pog is very good.
very.
I think
Yep.
they had a dog collar that's really good too. Is it
Yep.
dog collar? They had a dog, yeah. Because I obviously Punk and Raven, but I was trying to remember like, okay, Punk and Rave had one too, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
they had one. It's also really good.
Very good. Yeah. He knew how to put the pieces together.
God, Jimmy Rave was so good.
Yesterday, I guess, or whenever. Dude, it was really neat to see the people like all around wrestling that were like liking and reposting it. It's like along the way.
Oh yeah, that like the late era Dojo War. Like, yeah, Jimmy helped them a lot. And
You can see it.
Jimmy gave yes, you can, and Jimmy gave back to him, and it was like obviously great wrestlers. That like YDB crew was very good back then, and some of them still are. But Jimmy Ray was like the man who made that work so well for them. Like Jimmy is so
Yeah.
good.
So good. And then like, you know, his AWE shit and like
Oh, dude.
getting that Atlanta scene back up and running and really being something people cared about. And obviously, you know, all y'all in Chattanooga just because of the proximity and, you know, Jimmy was that guy that like would just work anywhere. Like, hey, dude, like I want to get reps. Like, and that's the thing. What separates good and great, and all that to me is like what you're saying. Like you're going out on the road, you're doing it. Like you got to do it. You got to just do it because if not,
If
who the
it's
fuck's gonna
guys,
ever see you?
if it's guys like that who still want to do it, and there's still so many like I call them road dogs, dude. There's so many road dogs out there, dude. They just want to be on the road. They don't care what it is. They just want to go and wrestle. And honestly, one of those guys is Matt Tremont. Like Tremont's a big road dog because
Yes.
I remember it was before he officially moved to Chattanooga. I remember he was staying in chat, and I got the funny idea. I was like, Hunter's going to be at the student show. Let me just ask Tremont if he wants to do the student show and wrestle Hunter. And then I go to Tremont and be like, hey, dude, you can obviously say no, but do you want to come do the student show? He goes, oh, yeah, I'd love to. I was like, oh, okay, that was easy.
Yeah.
No convincing, no nothing. That's just a dude who loves wrestling and just wants to wrestle. And you can't blame him for that, man.
Mm-mm. And he gives, man. That's the other thing. That's
Oh,
the
he gives
difference
too
with
much
him.
in some ways.
Yeah.
So much.
Right. But like, I don't know. It's like Sandman, right? Like he just retired, like same shit, right? Like there's just guys that have it in them.
Tremont's one of those guys who like, and it's very clear if you watch him wrestle, and it's great. He wants, obviously, he wants his stuff to be good. Like that's very clear. Everyone wants their stuff to be good, but he wants to make the other person look so good, and it's awesome because he always does it. He makes the other person look so good all of the time. It doesn't matter who it is. Like it could be my left foot. It'd be the greatest match my left foot ever had. Tremont is just one of those guys who wants to leave wrestling better than when he found it. And he found it at not a great time because, again, he came in when it was like all these hybrid guys and it's awesome. But then he like came in at like the Deep South times and it was those kinds of shows and shit like that. But ever since Tremont like stepped foot into like the wrestling door, it has just been so much better.
Yep.
And it's so good to be around Tremont and like having him at a student show or a TWE show or just any show in general, an action show that he just showed up randomly to and just hung out because he had nothing else to do. He just came and hung out. But instantly just like a locker room changer is kind of what Tremont is. And once he's there, it's like everyone's just gonna have a good time now because Tremont's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of how Matt is, and I love it.
I think he fits that mold too. Something that I hear a lot of like actually even promoters within the independents that I've heard speak on it. He feels a void that really needs filling, which is the leaders in the locker room consistently on shows.
Yep,
And he just fits that perfect. Gary J's another guy like
absolutely,
that.
Gary is. Yes, Gary is
Yeah.
sure one of those guys.
I mean, I know I'm sure Jaden would feel weird. Jaden, right?
Aiden's
Like,
definitely one of them.
so you need those guys that have been around a little bit, but also can still contribute. And like, that's what is so cool about Matt Tremont right now. Cause it's like, I know he's had so many ups and downs and H2O and all that sort of stuff. And like, I'm just glad to see he still has a fire in him, man, because it gets put out in guys so often. And that's such a bummer.
I would like. I remember talking about locker room guys. I remember the first time. I say the first time. This was literally a month ago. Wrestling Gage.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude! That's like the most ultimate locker room guy ever. He is one of those guys. What's like the saying? I'm trying to remember the saying. Never met a stranger, dude. Nick Gage has never met a stranger. Tremont's the exact same way. Those two have never met a stranger. And if you ever meet Nick, he will just sit there and talk to you forever, and it is so nice.
Oh, I
Nick is
love that.
so good, dude. Nick's such a good guy.
Yeah, and you need that. You need that. Especially now where it just feels like the overall like vibe around the American independence is so much doom and gloom. And to me, I feel like why? There's so much good, man. There's so much talent. And this idea that anyone that has a look or anyone that has abilities already been signed up, that is
That's not
definitely,
true.
it's never been true either. Let's just go ahead and say, like, that's never been true, man.
It's not true at all, man.
No,
The
you're a
thing,
testament. There's so many testaments to that.
the thing with like modern day independence, especially now, is, and this was things that like me and Dylan have heard at like multiple places. Him or there was this fair or something around TWE where people were flying for TWE shows and stuff. Especially nowadays when wrestling is so gosh darn expensive, and you can have shows that I'm gonna use TWE as an example. Like general admission tickets are $15, and front row is 20.
Come on.
That's literally compared to what WWE is doing. That's quite literally a drop in the bucket compared to what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Then you have like the action wrestling shows are like again not as bad. People would rather go right now. People would rather go to an independent show than to a Monday Night Raw because they can't afford pro wrestling and they hate that. So now they want to find other avenues, and independent wrestling is that other avenue. So all of like the doom and gloom garbage of like, oh, the indies are dying and all this, the indies are dead. No, the indies is like, this is the best it's been in a while. Like, since
Totally
maybe
agree.
since maybe COVID. Like the boom when COVID was ending, and the indies were coming back, and there was just that small boom right after that.
Mhm.
There's a slight comeback, especially if wrestling is going to cost $500 for nosebleeds and tickets next to the guy selling popcorn. But
Yeah, man. Yeah.
it's just silly that the independent scene is dying. That's one of the silliest things I've heard. But oh well,
I
what do
I mean, it's wrestling discourse anymore. It's all just silly and fucking ridiculous. And the other one is, it's like, you also are so. It's hard being a fan from before the internet and hearing the people complain about they don't know, brother. You got IWTV. You have everything at your hands. You got YouTube. Like, don't tell me you can't find good
you got?
wrestling.
Google. Just
Yeah,
Google the person. Like, go
come
to
on,
Deathmatch, type in their little
right?
indie name, hit search, and you can find stuff. Like,
They even
you'll
got some
find,
shooter names on there, brother. My God, you
oh,
can find
trust
anything about a motherfucker.
like, just look them up. You will
Yeah,
find something that probably interests you. Like,
absolutely.
wrestling's weird. God, wrestling fans and wrestling discourse is weird.
I've,
Wrestlers are weird. We're very weird people. Like, other
dude.
very weird individuals. But
The only thing maybe weirder is my wife is in the book community, like the reader community. Oh
oh,
God,
dude,
they might be just as bad, honestly. But I'm gonna throw you a tag name from the past to you. Tell me about Totally Shook.
oh, dude, me and Finesse. God, what a great time.
Yeah.
What a great time, dude. I just remember Damon Stryker looking at us and going totally shook. And then Finesse went, like, hey, we got our name. And then I think like literally the tag team was supposed to be for like a one off for like again one of the student shows, but it got so over on night one. It got so over.
Yeah.
It People just took it and ran with it. We eventually won the TWE tag titles. We were brought into Action Wrestling, wrestling for the Action Wrestling tag titles. We were in the New South Freebird tournament. We teamed at Nat Pro up in Indiana. We did for such a short span as a team. We did so much, and it's like one of my favorite things I've done in wrestling. Finesse, such a great person. Finesse is such a great person. Like
Yeah,
I would
because
say,
I didn't know anything about him before I started looking into your
oh,
stuff.
dude, Finesse is really good at wrestling, and above all else, of course, great person. Finesse is an incredibly great person. God, I miss Finesse a lot. I miss Finesse a lot. That's no
I
shade
love
on Jaden at all, but I absolutely miss Finesse.
I
God,
love hearing that, man, because you hear so many shit stories like it was great but bad ending, or it started funky, and it's neat that you had something early in your career, and it's not like this like burden on you where it's like, oh, I had this tag partner. Because as you know, it's not normal to not have weird baggage
Oh, dude.
quickly in a career. And you
Oh,
don't, man. You really lucked out and got around good people
yes,
quick.
like there were times where like I've done things and I may have said like I hate what I'm doing right now. But in the end of it's turning into a me and finesse situation, I'm so happy. Like
Yeah.
I'm legit so happy if I can just or like a me and Jaden situation because the me and Jaden situation, like becoming 48-25. Originally we were team TWE at KFW, and then we were like, what if we just like, which I've kind of borrowed this from Anakin Murphy because that's another one of my best friends in wrestling.
Oh, that's not awesome. Okay.
Oh, dude, I love Anakin. He we were talking about becoming a tag team once, and we were like, what if we just call ourselves 48-25? I go, oh, that's brilliant. I love that. And then me and Jaden were talking about it. I go, hey, Jaden, I got this great tag name idea. You'll never guess. I'm going to call it 48-25. And then that happened. And then we won the IWTV belts. And it literally just soared from there. Like, God,
Yeah.
it's weird that I've crammed so much. Like Saturday, the Tremont match is match 400 for me. That's match number 400.
Good Lord. That's crazy, man. For as little. So you're averaging pretty much 100 matches a year when you break it down.
Yeah. Like my goal, we were talking about goals at the beginning of the year, me and Jaden. I was like, I think I want to wrestle 150 matches. I don't think I want to, but I kind of want to see what it'd feel like. I don't know what I'm at right now, but man, what a mistake. What a mistake.
Brother,
But
you're an Iron Man though. You're everywhere. I think you can make it.
I have a notebook upstairs that has, I literally write down all of my matches since my debut all the way to now.
Good.
I already have to replace the notebook, which is alarming. That's
That's
an
good.
alarming speed.
I mean, I'm thinking of especially independent talents that were this good this fast. I'm thinking, I mean, right away it's you and like Tim Bosby. And like I don't know how long Anakin's been wrestling, but like
Anakin's been wrestling for, I believe, 5 or 6 years, and Anakin's
yeah.
extremely good already.
But see, Anakin's in a similar situation as you. Like that
Yes.
anarchy bubble he's in is fucking amazing. Like if you're a young talent in the Midwest and you're not trying to get on those anarchy shows, like first off, good luck. But
Yeah.
secondly, you should be trying.
Like the Midwest and the Southeast are extremely similar because there's those few shows that everyone's like, I have to get on that show. But there's also opportunity literally everywhere in the
Yeah.
Midwest. Anywhere you want to look, there's opportunity. It's the same deal in the Southeast. Anywhere you want to look, every town in Georgia or Tennessee has a wrestling show.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere. And I wish I was kidding. Every town in Tennessee and Georgia has a wrestling show.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I live in northern Florida. I can attest. If you go to Valdosta, right across the fucking border, you're right there, man. Sunbelt Wrestling or something's what it's called. You go to
Yeah,
Kingsland, you don't have to go far.
you don't have to go far, which kind of, all right, I guess I'll go on a tirade real quick. It kind of frustrates me with like wrestlers in my bubble and, well, not like in my TWB bubble. I mean, like guys who've wrestled as long as me, like guys who
Mhm.
wrestled as long as me, and they're mad because they can't get booked. But my thing is like, if you try, like,
Yeah.
if you try, you'll probably get on somewhere. Is it going to be the best show? No, it's not. And I understand that. But what's more important right now? Like main eventing, like an action wrestling or a TWE or a New South? Or like right now, is it more important to be like, I just want to get good so I can show up and have good quality matches at these places? Like what actually matters to you at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, I
Atlanta,
think,
there's like 94 shows.
dude,
There's like
yes.
94 shows in Atlanta. Like,
And there's like niches inside of niches, man. You got
just
every kind of
drive two
promotion.
hours and go get booked. Like
Yeah,
it's
man.
not. I don't get it.
And I mean, it's probably a lot of like people in that age range that you're in, because I work with a lot of them, bro. And I think there is a real sickness in these people where they really think the world begins and ends on like social media clout. And they look at their follower count and they go, but how am I not getting the biggest bookings in the world? I've got 2,000 followers. I've only been in the business. Brother, you got to be boots on the ground, man. The wrestling, more than any business, will always be a word of mouth. You gotta be there. You gotta show up. You gotta
Yeah,
set up. You gotta fucking tear down. That's how you get booked, man. And if you're not doing that, dude, you're never gonna get anywhere.
I to me that's why I think like WrestleMania weeks for young wrestlers is like the best thing in the world. Just show up and meet somebody, and
Yep.
you'll probably be booked. I won't say you're guaranteed a booking, but there's a good chance you'll probably get something. Especially on Mania week when everyone's booking 900 matches per show. You know what I mean? Like you'll probably
Yeah.
get on that show.
I mean, Jonathan Gresham wrestled in like a fucking like basically a promenade in at like 3 a.m. against LJ Cleary. Like,
Yeah,
brother, if he's doing it, I'd probably be doing that. Just my thought. So
crazy dude.
and this is gonna be a strange, well, not really a strange pivot, but another thing that I really dug about you right away is the theme music, Hot to Go,
Oh, I mean, come on.
fucking bop. And with that, brought me to a like, oh man, it's really neat to see a dude that's secure in his shit. And like, he's like, yeah, okay, LBGTQ, we're down. Let's go. And I just wanted to say, what's your thought process on just like being an ally to that community?
So, um, I'll do this real quick. So I wasn't the first person to ever use "Hot to Go" as a theme song. It's my friend Squid Putney to do commentary on my first show. Was the first
Yeah.
person, and they came out to that song, and it ruled. And I remember the first time I used it was Tremont's Deathmatch tournament.
Yep.
Um, and I just remember saying like, I need to do something crazy for this. Like, I need to do something wild. I've already got the pink parachute pants, got everything else. Like, what can I do? And then like it hit me. I go, I have to enter the Chapel Roan. Like, I have to. And from that day on, it's kind of what started the whole Deathmatch Diva thing because I never had a moniker in wrestling. I was just, hey, here's basic wrestler number 4, Jamesen Shook, but he has red hair. Um, so, but I wanted something, and then the Chapel Roan stuff just clicked. And then I wrestled Hoodfoot at ICW, and it was like, yo, I'm the Deathmatch Diva. Like, that's who I am. And ever since then, it's just been a whole lot of hip swivels and fun matches. Like, that's all it's been.
Yeah, bro.
But anyways, back to the, I had to get that off real quick. But to the ally thing, to me, it's just, it's so cliche to say this, but it's so true because people forget about this thing. It's quite literally just the golden rule of treat people how you want to be treated. I don't care who you are. Like, if you're cool, we're cool. You know what I mean? Like, I just, I say I hate people all the time, which I guess in reality I do hate people, but
Same.
I really don't hate everybody. Like, I love everybody, and I don't know, dude. Some of my best friends in the world are part of the LGBTQ community, and I love them. Like, again,
Yeah.
Vanessa, Sean Campbell, Anakin Murphy. Those are quite literally some of my favorite people in the entire world. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's just weird to me with like people who can't get through that. Like, who cares? You know what I
I
mean?
know,
Like,
man.
who actually like?
It's also like you really and like I'm from Arkansas, so I feel it as well. When you live in the South, there is like this connotation, and you feel like you gotta like always be like, hey, I got the like voice and whatever. Like, I'm not one of those guys. Like, and so it was neat to see you, Southern man, being like, fuck all, no, bro, like, let's be cool. Let's
Yeah.
not fucking make a problem. It really is common sense, like you say. And I don't know why we got to even talk about it, but I feel like it is something that needs to be talked about, sadly. And,
No, it definitely needs to be talked about. Like,
yeah,
why? And like these articles are on Outsports, I believe the website is called. Yeah, Outsports. Like, why am I kicking people out of the TW arena for saying slurs and stuff towards my LGBTQ friends? Why am I having to do that in
yeah.
2023, 2024? Why am I doing that at SCI when some dude yelling at Darian Bankston about the little half flannel he wears and calling it a skirt and stuff, and then he questions me on my religion, which, dude, now
What
you're
does that
just
have to
public
do?
enemy number one. Like now you're just an idiot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just, dude, that whole
I
it
remember when that
amazes
went
me.
down.
It amazes me how dumb people are. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm back. I hate people, dude. I hate people.
There we go.
I'm back.
We've convinced Jameson Shook that
I hate people.
actually fuck people, bro. Like,
Dude, I hate
actually,
I hate everybody. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I hate everybody. No, that's not true. But I
Yeah.
really wish more wrestlers would just be like Effie. Because that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I
Like, full mask off. Just, hey, you know what? Fuck
yes.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish more wrestlers were like Effie. God, I love Effie to
Another
death.
Southern man, by the way. So there you go,
An
man.
Atlanta man, dude.
Yep.
Atlanta.
I know. How
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I watched Effie have I think it was just like a fucking street fight in a terrible bar in Gainesville, Florida back in like 2017.
Oh God.
And from that day on, I was like, Effie's the fucking man.
I
Like,
love it.
and he is. And you say what you want about Effie. Listen, man, he's for the boys and girls and thems in the business. He has always stood on that. And we
Yep.
need more of those people, man. But
Yep.
people like that. New South. We talked a little bit about it. What do you think like makes New South so fucking cool, man? Because New South's like one of my new favorite promotions right now.
I think New South, very much like a TWE or an Action Wrestling, is kind of a throwback but modernized. Um, by modernized, I mean it's old school wrestling, but they've picked up the pace.
Yep.
If that makes sense. So like you have your stupid over tag team of the Talladega Knots with Hunter Drake and Tyler Franks and Kent Havoc, and then you have the stupid over heel stable of like me, Tim Bosby, Aaron Wade, Connor Martin, Dylan Hill, Student Cullen, the program. Um,
Uh-huh.
but what's really cool about New South is there's something for everybody. And I'm not just talking about like the fans, I'm talking about the boys too. It's like everyone has something and it's all different. And that's what really makes me happy is it's not just bad guy number 3 or I'm an asshole number 4. You know what I mean? I hate
Yeah.
that. I hate that stuff in wrestling when there's multiple of the same gimmick on a show. One of you go away because you or just be a team.
Yeah. Please.
But for New South, um, I've always been treated well there. Dump's always treated my people well, so I can't ever complain about that.
And the production is just
So
incredible.
good. It's so good.
Like, fuck, dude. They just like, what was it, like yesterday, maybe today, they uploaded your match with Gage in 4K on YouTube. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, that's another thing, like my new soapbox thing with the indies, because really we are it's 2026, people. Like, I know there's a lot of things that are expensive. One thing that is not is like high quality production equipment. You can really actually get it fairly cheap. Like,
Yes.
you don't need a replay system. Like TWE, listen, they got all the cool like trinkets and shit. Like Jaden fucking, by the way, I do know how dope that is because I've had people at other companies tell me like we don't have replay because it's like so and so, and I'm like, damn. So that's a different thing altogether. That's like a whole in-house system. But like, dude, New South, same shit. Like, it's so impressive and it's so easy to have and stand out out of the crowd because everyone else has dog shit. Like, let's be real. Like, the audio's terrible. I don't know how many indies I've tried. I'm like, man, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to watch this. And
And you can't because the quality is just so rough.
yeah, I would love to, listen, I could throw shade at like Mania Week, right? But it happens every week. That's the other one. They're like, well,
There,
Mania Week. I'm like, brother, it's every week I watch it independent.
people. So speaking of that, people ragged on the action show when they didn't have the Zack Sabre Jr. music pulled up. First of all, that was the funniest thing in the
It
world.
was so good.
And second of all, that just kind of fit the show because it was
Yeah.
like we gambled the budget away. Oh man, I guess we couldn't afford Zack Sabre Jr.'s music. Let me look it up on YouTube real quick. That is the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And people are mad about it. Like, dude, if you're mad about that, you don't get wrestling. I'm sorry, you just don't get it.
Did you
You
not
really,
hear the crowd pop when it loaded and then
yes,
it loaded again? Like, that's amazing.
it was awesome, dude. I was dying in the back when I saw that.
Yeah, man. That I'll even say too, that whole Shooting Star Fest thing was pretty sick though.
Cool.
Like
I did like that.
the new initiative thing, and I think that's another thing that I really appreciate about the indies right now is everyone's starting to get smart to, okay, we could be insular, we could live in our own island and then we live and die on ourselves, or we could start kind of going into business with each other
Yep.
and let's share the wealth here.
That's kind of the conversation we had last year after my second show, Hot to Go. Yeah, me and Tommy. That was the conversation after that show because that year we had even discussed like, okay, what if I run on the Sunday after SCI? That'd be really over. I didn't do it, did it the week after, which was so dumb doing it the week after. And then this year, they're like, okay, did the March show, almost burned down the building. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were just kind of like, yeah, what if the Thursday show was just the Jamesen Shook Presents show? And I didn't know what I was going to call it. I was just going to call it the night before and just be like, okay, let's just stay with whatever. I'll stay with tradition because I really don't like changing stuff like that. But then I kind of thought about it. I was like, okay, we have SCI Night 1, we have SCI Night 2. What if we were just Night 0? And it's completely black and white. It is. My goal for that is it's SCI week, but this is not an SCI show.
No.
If you want to witness something that's even like crazier or just as crazy, you got to come a day early
Yep.
and you're going to
Get your
have
flights.
the time of your life. And then if you leave from Atlanta on that Sunday, just go to Blood and Honey and then leave Monday morning.
Mm-hmm. I think
So
it's genius.
that's been really fun to put together though that weekend. Again, got a lot of dumb things planned for that show that I can't wait to announce.
Yeah. Huh?
Got how many matches are there? A lot. I overbooked myself again. It's
Don't
fine.
slip.
I overbooked myself. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone can be trusted booking themselves, it would be yourself, right? Like, fuck. Are you kidding? You're like, what all the things can you kill me with? And
God,
Nina's like,
it's literally one of my favorite things ever. Is I can literally just look at people and be like, all right, just murder me. If this is my last show, I died a happy man.
yeah,
I got to do really cool things in my career. Yeah, kill me now. Who cares?
just come in. I've been TWE champ. I've done all this shit. Yeah.
But no, I'm really looking forward to that whole week, honestly, because I just thought about it because ICW is the week before, the 10th and the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
Eric Ryan match was announced today. Yeah.
Yep. Eric Ryan.
Oh, that'll be fun, dude.
That's gonna be insane,
I like
man.
Eric Ryan.
Oh yeah, he's one of the old school guys, man, in that scene. Like,
Again, another hybrid guy who's really good at both.
yeah,
Really good at both.
dude, I watched I think it was him and Murdoch during the pandemic that had like the Iron Man death
Oh, the
match.
60-minute one in Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ruled. That was amazing.
The
That
really
I
good
watched
one.
that just a few months ago, even. Because the weird thing about me is I kind of jumped out of the scene around 2017 when I moved here. Like once I saw Fest, I guess full disclosure, that was the company in Gainesville. I was very like, let's just say not impressed with certain things, right? So I was like,
Was that Fest Wrestling?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to remember. I was like, Fest. Oh, Fest Wrestling. Okay.
I think they run, but I don't know if it's the same owner group situation. I don't know, but it kind of was like one of those things that bummed me out. And then NXT stopped running their coconut shows around here as
Oh,
much.
dude.
I know. And it shows on the TV, just full disclosure. Uh
I went to
and
the Coconut Show, and that was fun.
yeah, where'd you
So
go?
I was in Florida for vacation.
There you
I'm
go.
trying to remember. It wasn't far from New Smyrna.
Okay.
I remember that. It might have just been in Daytona.
Could have been, could have been. I mean, I'm in Jacksonville, so that's one of the
Okay.
main
Yeah.
hubs there for a while, and there's no scene here. Don't let anyone lie to you. There's no scene here. There's like two companies.
I wrestled in Florida once, but that was for Ruthless. That's different.
Okay.
That's different.
Uh,
That's not a Florida show.
no. And it's a bummer because Florida has such history, man.
It
You got the
does.
Florida
Florida's such a
territory.
historic wrestling state, dude.
Oh, hate it, man. There could be a scene here, and the boys would love to be here. Are you kidding? Hey, by the way, hey Jameson, we got you in Jacksonville. Jack's Beach is like 20 minutes away. You just go hang out on the beach and come on to the show. It's ready made, and it drives me insane that there's not a scene. And trust me, if I ever, it's one of those classic like if I win the lotto, you'll know. Yeah, because there'll be a Jacksonville indie pop up out of
They'll
nowhere, and
be
they'll be like,
arrested
man. Eddie
Jacksonville.
Kingston's working Jacksonville for some indie. I wonder who that is. Oh, it's probably me. Eddie and Jamesen Shook.
I'm in on that.
Fuck yeah, buddy. But the only other thing I had to talk about was how fucking crazy was it to win the Scenic City Invitational last year? I feel like that had to be surreal.
I mean, again, it goes back to the Jimmy Rave deal because he won the first one
Yep.
and I won the 10th one. I was like, man,
That's crazy, man.
like literally my favorite wrestler ever, and I won his tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you did it with Dylan Hales in your corner, right? Jaden Newman, not like physically, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like somebody that you know, very clearly in New South worked closely with, and so
the
it's cool that full circle.
my vague memory of that match, like my biggest memory of that match was the final. At least was I get hit with the chain, I do my deal, and I come out from under. It's like, okay, I got some good blood here. I can feel it running down my face. I got some good stuff. And I looked at Matt Griffin and I go, how is it? He goes, that's about an 8 out of 10 on the Tremont scale. And that was the worst thing he could have said to me. That was the worst thing you could have said to me. Because you hear that, you're like, okay, I'm bleeding pretty good. But I took it as, oh, that's a challenge. So I went back under the ring.
Oh, I wondered.
And originally it was just, whatever. But then I went under and I started going, I don't care. And then I come up, my whole face is red, my gear's ruined, the kick pads are ruined. We go out to eat to Waffle or not Waffle House, IHOP. After what a Southeast thing to do. Go out to IHOP after a wrestling show.
Of
We
course.
go to IHOP and I have on my forehead, it stopped bleeding at one point, and then it just started again and just didn't stop. On my forehead, I have an ace bandage, several napkins. For some reason, I have my elbow sleeve on my forehead, and then another ace bandage wrapped around my forehead, and then because I found it in Jaden's car and just started wearing it. It was the DX Army hat, so I just started wearing that.
Of course, fucking Jaden had that in his car.
And dude, I felt like the coolest dude in the world. I
Fuck
was like,
yeah.
I just won the Scenic City Invitational, and now I'm eating these protein pancakes while bleeding to death inside this bandage right here. I remember
And it's
taking that
not the
bandage.
craziest thing that those people in that IHOP have ever seen.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way that's the craziest thing they've seen. I remember taking the bandage off, the ace bandage, and I grabbed my elbow pad and I moved my hand and my hand's red. because it just
Uh,
bled straight through to the elbow pad. That's awesome. But I stopped bleeding. And then I look at my forehead, it's like 2 baby cuts. I'm like, how'd that
what?
happen?
Well, you really you fit the SCI mold though of bleeding your ass off, Daniel Makabe before you. I mean, so that's definitely you fit the bill, buddy.
I remember that Daniel Makabe, Kevin Koo match. Ooh,
Oh, dude.
that was yucky, and I loved it. I remember just watching from merch tables because we had the future show the next day,
Yep.
and I was just mortified. I was like, "That's ooh,
Yeah, man.
that might be the most blood I've ever seen in person. Man, that's up there."
It was a lot, dude. Yeah, I would believe that.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people bleed.
Yes, you're in a very unique position with that one.
Probably non-death match. That's the most I've ever seen anyone bleed. Non-death match.
I mean, it's pretty significant when you watch the life of Makabe. You're like,
Oh, dude.
fuck. And he's like, my favorite is at the end. He's at the beyond the mat moment where he's in the bathroom like cleaning up, and they're like, "I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry." And he's like, "It's all good," because it's Daniel Makabe, the
Yeah,
nicest human to
Makabe's
ever exist, and he's just like,
Makabe's.
"Yeah,
Oh, you're fine. Should have hit me harder.
maybe too much." Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, that we hit all my little bullet points. I don't know anything else you want to add. Obviously, we've talked about night zero and how crazy this is.
Dude, I'm really looking forward to this show. Like, I say it for all my shows, which I guess in hindsight's a good thing. But this is by far the most stacked show I have. Like,
Yeah.
4 matches that are announced already: Tank Tremont, Campbell Sicko, me and Nino, and then Sicko Campbell, me and Nino, Tank Tremont, John Wayne, and Big Dave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My brain fogged up for a little bit there.
A lot, dude.
Yeah. um, but those just being 4 matches, and we still have quite the road to go before we're done.
Uh-huh.
There's some matches that haven't been announced yet that I'm thinking to myself, I'm very excited when I announce that match.
Oh yeah. Where can people
Ooh,
find you, brother?
be on the lookout because doing some match tips. I might get a cease and desist if I post it. I'm for
Oh.
sure gonna post it.
Oh yeah. Well, you can figure that out. You can navigate those waters. Where are you at on social media, sir?
Oh, social media X, it is J Shook underscore 75, which is just capital J SHOOK underscore 75. Instagram, it's just my name at Jamesen underscore Shook, JAMESEN Shook SHOOK. And then Facebook again, it's just Jamesen Shook. I guess if you want to follow me on TikTok, I don't post over there and I don't do any dances. Sorry. I mean, I'll start doing it if I need to, but it's just
Yeah.
Jameson Shook. But that's basically all my socials. YouTube is Jameson Shook. Posted some cool matches there. We got there's also just a lot of my matches on YouTube in general. Like you said it, me and Nick Gage. I've posted me versus Hayden Seal from a student show we did, and I was really happy with that match. I've posted me and Tommy Vendetta from my ICW debut. There's quite a bit of Jameson Shook on YouTube. So check
There's a
that out
lot.
too. And then of course Jameson Shook on IWTV.
Yep.
Jameson Shook presents. Please get the appetizers of those 4 shows in right now. It's weird to call the show with the exploding cage match an appetizer, but I mean it kind of is for this next one we have coming up.
That
But
is how crazy Jameson Shook is. The only other question I do have is how many media center chairs have you broken in the TWA?
oh man, I think I haven't broken any,
Good.
and I think in total, uh, Brett broke one on his own, just throwing it down, and then Colby. Only 3 have been broken
Wow.
in total, which amazes me.
At last year's SCI, no, it was one of the ICW shows. Was it you and Vendetta? It was one of the pit fighter ones. There's
Me and
2
Vendetta
medias.
did them.
Okay. There's 2 media center chairs in there, and Dylan's on commentary, and he's like, "Get those media center chairs out of there. We
Yeah,
gotta get
because
them out."
I remember setting up the chairs and Dylan goes, "That's the fastest he's ever moved chairs his entire life." Like, okay, just call me out then.
Oh my god, man! But this was a blast. Thank you for your
Of course.
time. And yeah, until next time, support Jameson, support all the companies that he's involved with, and support independent wrestling.
Just support independent wrestling, please.
And don't be a dick.
Please. God.